Good day, welcome to a special edition of Spotlight on Mahopac Schools. Eric Gross, your host, along with Superintendent of Schools, Anthony DiCarlo. Anthony, this has been the most upside down, topsy-turvy May and June, I think, in the history of the Mahopac schools.
Yeah.
What's the latest with ballots?
Here we go. So as I had mentioned, when we first started this, I was concerned about ballots in the post office and having to get them in by June 2nd. So we go to find out that on Friday, NTS, which is a company that's been in business for years and years and years, helps you with bulk mailings. And of course, we have over 18,000. We couldn't do it on our own. So we found out they ran out of envelopes. Similar to the way, stores ran out of toilet paper and paper towels, this is what happened to that company. And we were one of 50 that this happened with. So now we are working with a vendor, a printer. We're getting all that information sent down here. What we're going to do is the following, Eric. We're going to print everything out. We're going to then have our bus drivers go to Blauvelt, pick all of the ballots up and the envelopes up. They're then going to deliver it to the appropriate post offices here that service us. There's 6 of them. And then they'll be able to hopefully turn it around in a day or two. So we're thinking more or less probably starting Thursday, Friday, Saturday, people will get their ballots. Once you get your ballot, you can actually drop it off right here if you want to a lockbox at the district office, or you can hold on to them until the 9th, and you can then drop them off from 6 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock at night at Mahopac High School on June 9th.
Wow.
I know. I have no words. Again, when you're doing for the first time in the state, a election by absentee ballot for 700 school districts, and everything's got to happen perfectly. This is some of the things that could wind up taking place. Never mind, Eric, the post office, they have COVID too. They're understaffed. That's why they kept saying 3 weeks ago, if you want to get your ballot in, you got to get it mailed by tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Now we're not even going to have them for tomorrow. So that's why we have to do the drop-offs.
Now, what happens if someone doesn't get the ballot in the mail? Can they pick a ballot up anywhere?
You cannot, because you have to sign for it. So we're going by the Putnam County
Board of
Election list, so those should be updated. Your question is, what happens if somebody is not registered but wants to vote? They can go onto our website, they can get an absentee ballot form. Are you with me? They would then fill it out. They can come to Mahopac High School on Monday, June 8th from 1 to 4. We'll make sure they are saying who they are. They'll get a ballot, then they can fill it in. They can drop it off here that night on the 8th, or they can then drop it off on the 9th back at the school.
So we're telling folks out there that if you want to vote in this election, you can.
Oh, there's no question you can vote, but the problem is you cannot mail it back. It's got to be drop off. Again, whether you drop it off here, whether you drop it off on the June 9th at the high school, those are options that we have available. So again, I'm not the mail service. We're hoping that by Thursday, Friday, they should be hitting Saturday, and if need be Monday, but then again, it gives you the opportunity to be able to drop it off either here when you get it, or you can hold on to it and just drop it off at Mahopac High School on June 9th between 6 in the morning and 5 o'clock at night.
Okay, so as we tell you all the time, very important to get out and vote, and this election is no different than any other. You get that ballot, you must drop it off this year, but drop off the ballot either here. Sasha will be panning over to show you exactly where the box is going to be, the drop-off box, or drop it off at Mahopac High School, the guardhouse, no later than 5 o'clock on the 9th.
Also, what's important, Eric, is there's going to be in the Mahopac News on Thursday, a middle page where it explains everything. So the people that are out there, you're going to see this, of course, on our access channels. It'll be on YouTube. But in the Mahopac News on this Thursday, there will be a middle section, a complete listing of what you need to do once you get the ballot.
Okay. High school commencement. What's the update?
Well, as of now, it's scheduled still to happen on Monday night, June 22nd, up at the high school on the back practice field. It will be a drive-in style graduation, because those are the guidelines as of now. And again, what happens, Eric, is that we are surrounded by other states, and other states are doing different things. Mm-hmm. But their COVID issues are separate from ours. I know last week there was this whole rumbling, oh my God, look, New Jersey's having their graduations now in July, but it still has to be socially distanced. They cannot have everybody together. Actually, what they're going to do is what I wanted to do. This was the first plan, was to have it over 3 nights, 130, 130, 130 on the football field, 65 students on each side, parents, mom and dad in the bleachers. That was my plan. That's what they're doing in Jersey. We can't do that as of now.
Okay.
So that's where we're at now. And today is, June 1st.
June 1st.
Things can change. I mean, we're in phase 4.
Yeah.
So phase 4, we're not talking about, even if we are in phase 4, it's not going to have the capacity that we could have everybody. At least this drive-in allows us to have everybody together, honor the students, and do it following the guidelines that we have as of now.
One person asked the other day, is there any limit to the number of people in a car?
Well, listen, you have to have a safe number of people in the car. I mean, the sheriff's department's going to be there, and so is the Carmel Police Department.
Right.
So you're going to have a ticket that allows you to come in, basically, your mom, dad, and, the graduate. But you cannot be putting in a normal car of 5 people, 10 people. The police are going to be there, and they're going to turn you away. So there's got to be some common sense. It's going to be live streamed, so people will be able to see it live streamed. So it's the times that we're dealing with, and we're trying to make the best of not an easy situation.
Okay, so that's the latest with graduation, the latest with voting. Anything else you want to talk about?
No,
in this beautiful day?
I'm hoping, and I like you very much, Eric, and I like the gentleman behind very, very much so, but hopefully I don't have to see you for a couple of weeks right before graduation.
We'll be there at graduation anyway.
I know you will be.
Well, you have to laugh, otherwise you cry.
You
really
do. I mean, believe me, there's been some times where, you really just sit down and you just want to cry.
Yeah.
Because it's just every day there's something different. And we live in very difficult times, Eric, as you know, and it's not easy. Everybody's emotions are all over the place. And, we try as a school to be able to deal with them and do the best we can, but we're limited a lot of times.
Yeah.
And sometimes the public doesn't understand that we have those limits that we have to follow.
So once again, the ballot should be in your mailbox at home, Thursday or Friday, Saturday of this week. Fill out the ballot, drop it off either at the drop box here at the Mahopac Administrative Office.
Or on June 9th.
Or on June 9th. Stop by Mahopac High School, the guardhouse, no later than 5 p.m. and drop the ballot off then. And if you don't get the ballot.
Right. If you don't get the ballot, then you can give us a call. They all should be in, and we'll let you know some type of an update, but they should all be coming in based on the rules that we have with the Board of Elections. But I want to reiterate this. The dropping off at the high school is just June 9th. That's the actual last day it could be done. Prior to that, the lockbox is here at the district office. I don't want people going up to the high school before the 9th thinking that, oh my God, it's here, during the course of the end of this week and the weekend if you want to drop it off, and even next Monday. But on June 9th, the day, quote unquote, that the ballots are the last they can be in, then the high school will be open that day.
Okay, remember, get out and vote. A little different this year, but every vote counts.
Thank you, Eric.
For Superintendent of Schools Anthony DiCarlo, I'm Eric Rose. Stash, again, we thank you, sir. Be safe until next time. We'll see you all on another edition of Spotlight on Mahopac Schools. Bye-bye now.
For more information, please visit our website, www.mahopac.k12.ny.us.